A different, strong, and authoritarian man. You think he wakes up in the 6 a.m. and eats his breakfast, then goes to his meeting and do his other daily works until night? No, you're completely wrong about him. Actually, he might be different from other presidents when you hear about him that what he do in a day. That's why we talk about him. Today you will know about Vladimir Putin's activity, his security services, and other interesting informations. It's 6 a.m. and he's still sleeping. If he doesn't have any meeting in the morning, and he wakes up in the 12 o'clock. After waking up, he eats his breakfast, certainly not a usual breakfast. He doesn't eat every food in the morning. He has his own special menu, fruit juice, cheese, and omelette. And this breakfast should be from his own kitchen and should be made by his own chief. Otherwise, he doesn't eat it. He has a special chief that only eats the foods which be cooked by him. Even in every country that he travels, his chief is with himself. All the vegetables, fruits, and other things which he eats are from one special garden. He likes pistachio ice cream too. So, after eating breakfast, he goes to his swimming pool and swims for 2 hours. Then he exercises. He likes hockey and judo a lot. That's why he is too young. After that, he wears a special suit and starts his governmental works. When he reaches to his workplace, he checks his previous works and manages the works of employees. After doing his works, he goes to Kremlin for meeting. It's rather peculiar to note that he lacks the habit of greeting employees in meeting. When he comes back to home or goes to Kremlin, he doesn't go from public places. He goes from his own road with his security team. When he finishes his works, he goes to his home and does his works. Putin often remains awake until the early hours of morning, with sleep coming around 3 o'clock. He doesn't like meeting and prefers calling via phone to meeting. It was all about activities of Vladimir Putin from the time that he wakes up to the night that he goes to sleep. Now let's talk about Putin's security services. When Putin visits a location, the security services assesses the types of individual expected to be present. Additionally, the security services maintain a blacklist of individuals deemed threatening, such as criminals or potential assassins. A few days before the meeting of Vladimir Putin, they install radio signal jamming devices in a place to prevent the explosion of bombs that are detonated by radio and mobile phones. Prior to his meetings, the security services conduct thorough checks to ensure the location's security in advance. Before Vladimir Putin touches anything, his guards thoroughly inspect it to ensure it poses no threat. Before Vladimir Putin visits a location, his security team assesses the area for potential natural hazards, such as earthquakes. Sometimes these predictions prove accurate, necessitating appropriate precautions. Some guards blend in seamlessly with ordinary people, exhibiting no discernible differences. If they sense any potential danger in the vicinity, they promptly inform the security services to preemptively safeguard Vladimir Putin. The guards of Vladimir Putin must be proficient in multiple languages to accompany him during international visits. They must understand the local language to effectively assess potential threats and ensure Putin's safety. In countries where the guards are not familiar with the language, they must quickly learn essential words such as bomb, weapon, killing, and so on, to enhance their ability to detect and prevent dangers. Individuals seeking to join Vladimir Putin's security services must possess specific qualifications. They must be between the ages of 21 and 25 and have a height ranging from 175 to 190 centimeters. These criteria are prioritized to ensure that recruits have a greater capacity for defense rather than offense. If Putin is planning to travel anywhere, the security team meticulously analyzes the origin and destination of the route, exploring alternative paths to ensure maximum safety. This team truly assesses all the potential routes, ultimately guiding Putin along the safest path to his destination. Vladimir Putin is able to speak in 3 languages: English, German, and Russian. It's said that Vladimir Putin's office is devoid of modern technology, except for an old mobile phone, exclusively used by him. When he travels to a country, he typically employs a convoy of 3 airplanes. Now let's know about the wealth of Vladimir Putin. In 2007, Forbes newspaper reported that Vladimir Putin's wealth was estimated to be around $40 billion, based on their analysis of the assets in Russia. Forbes revised this figure, suggesting that Putin's wealth had grown to about $70 billion. Contrastingly, Bill Bowder, the CEO of Hermitage Capital Management, asserts that Putin's wealth is even greater, claiming it to be at least $200 billion. Vladimir Putin himself hasn't disclosed the extent of his wealth. Determining his exact financial status is challenging, even for hackers, as his assets are not consolidated in one bank or company.